Yes, we did it. We won the war against the Abbasids. We conquered the Empire of Arabia. This is magnificent. The Lord has truly blessed us. Of course, we were helped by them being internally divided, fighting each other, and we took the opportunity to claim the empire for the Lord, for the Church of the East, and for the South Arabian tribes, who now shall rule from Baghdad. So let us establish the empire and move our capital to that most holy city. So here it is, in all its glory. Yeah, okay, we have to swoop up those counties, duchies, whatever, in the middle, but that won't be much of a problem. But most of all, we want to have peace in our realm and recover from the wars and establish order. So, first of all, we are de jure part of the Arabian Empire. That's not a bad coat of arms. Not a bad coat of arms at all. Not sure if it is the original, like if that would be recognized in the 9th century, because it looks like the Seljuk eagle. And I see I actually don't have enough counties. We need more. So we need to get this stuff in the middle and probably some part of Egypt as well. It requires 94 and we only have 75. Okay, so we shall stay a kingdom for the time being. Or a collection of kingdoms, as the case may be. And like I said, we do need to take a break from constant warring and enjoy our realm and make sure we have law and order and peace. So, yeah, this will have to wait. I thought I would be close enough. I mean, okay, these realms here in the middle, but still, yeah, we need more counties. But for that, we will take a break first from warring. We need to recover and make sure that our realm is all in order. So, as you can see, I have 17 of 17 holdings right now. I distributed all the others. There is my second son here, Oman, and he got another duchy here. And my firstborn son, Zainuddin, got this, and also a couple of duchies, well, a few more duchies up here. And then I started handing out duchy titles to other people that I trust. And there are a few holdovers from before. I believe, no, he used to be in my army. Well, he's still in my army. This guy, yeah, Emir Abul Marga, the Wolf of the Zuaid Emirate. He was an original ruler there, and I asked him to convert, and he did. So I said, okay, you can stay and make yourself useful in my army. So hopefully he doesn't rebel against me. And this one also, Ashot of Aspurakan. He's Armenian. He also decided to convert. So that's all good. And there might be a couple others here and there. This one, I believe. Yeah, so curious. He is Syriac, right? Which you would think comes from Syria, and yes, it does. But the Syriac culture in Syria has been completely replaced with Mashriki, which is basically Arabic here. And there's only some holdovers here in Mesopotamia and whatever this is. Yeah, okay. Mesopotamia. So, that is interesting. Now, Syriac, they used to be Christian before the spread Islam. So, I think we should try and merge cultures with them. But the acceptance is really low. They have a couple of good traditions, loyal subjects and caravaneers. That would help us. And they have a Byzantine heritage. So that's something that I'm thinking about. Yeah. All right. Let's get back because we have a lot of space to convert. There is a bit of Nestorianism here, and we shall, of course, strengthen that. And we have spread Nestorianism here in the south, but I will need to move my counselors to do that. What is this place? Yeah, it's that. I think my son also has a guy like that, a bishop or something that can do that. So first of all, I want the faith spread in Baghdad. Yeah. And probably this too, although he's now doing a increasing control in our original capital, Socotra. That is kind of important. Control growth modifier is negative. Yeah, we have unrest among the Muslims and an infestation of Bavarij pirates. Yeah, that doesn't help. Okay, so the control right now is really low, and I think we do need to do something about it, but 23 years, my goodness. Let's try first to exert control over Baghdad. And that's only taking 4 years. That's much better. And promote culture. Yeah, that too. Everyone on Baghdad. Because that is going to be our new capital. It's a holy site of our church. So this, the House of Wisdom, also gives us plenty of bonuses. Yeah, this is a good place. A good place. So let's focus on that. I've changed my wife to help me with everything. Not just chivalry as before. Yeah, just across the board. That also reminds me, I want to change my lifestyle. And yes, there are a lot of good bonuses to be gotten here, good perks, but learning also is good for developing our realm. And maybe diplomacy. But I think I'm going to go for learning first. Yeah, this would be good. So, scholar or theology? How are we doing with piety? We're doing pretty well. Yeah. So, development is more important. Right? There we go. And we can always change again after 5 years of doing this. Alright, now, I think the first thing we should do is make a pilgrimage to Jerusalem to thank the Lord for granting us this amazing, unbelievable victory. And, of course, to implore him to stay on our side and help us and make us strong against, undoubtedly, many uprisings. So, Urdun, here I've given this, the grey bit, to my Chancellor, who is a Radhanite, which is an Israelite culture. So I thought it would be apt to do this way. And I've kept Jerusalem for myself. Okay, and that should go away, court render, because I have changed the level I want to be at, right? Yeah. Stylish fashion, middling lodgings, some servants and decent food. That should help. That should be enough to get it over the expected level. Alright, and once we get more control, that means we'll get more money, and then we can expand those court amenities. So, activities. Royal Mount visit. Oh, that's interesting. Pilgrimage is the first thing we should do. Piety, stress loss, pilgrim experience, yes. Okay, I want a pious pilgrimage. Yes, I'm a zealous man. No, I don't want to go to Shiraz there. I want to go to Jerusalem. I mean, that's the ultimate pilgrimage for a Christian, right? So, it can be a little dangerous, although we'll travel by sea for the most part. Okay, and there is, some terrain here that is hard to pass and is dangerous. Okay, and here, yeah, county control is low here, so, mercenary guards for sure. And this is high chance of danger, 3 locations, yes. Desert warriors? I mean, this is dry lands. And this is desert. Yeah, that's much better. And then here, reflection, altruism, zealotry. You're particularly firm in your beliefs and will look for opportunities to share your conviction with others. Zealotry, definitely, yes. Confirm. And then here... okay, I can't go higher than this. Pomp. I don't need to go with a lot of pomp. More piety. Yeah, okay. That will do. Yeah, and we start, of course, from our island. We're still there. Pilgrimage, a fresh start. All the while preparing for my journey, I have had this sense of serenity and knowing that everything will be alright. I am pleased to embark on this pilgrimage to Jerusalem in order to get even closer to God. And now more than ever, I feel certain that he will watch over me on my travels. There's a Mashriki hybrid culture. That's interesting. Yeah, and I invited a number of commanders, soldiers, knights to strengthen my army. Zealotry, sea legs. Walking around the ship on our journey to Jerusalem, I spot a fellow pilgrim who does not seem to be doing very well. Clearly his sea legs were never instilled. He whimpers softly, squatted by the railing, and holds onto it for dear life with a face that shifts in pale nuances. I'm sure God will assist us. Maybe we should do some prayers to expedite the process. Let us pray for your recovery. Dissolution faction. Your vassal Emir Abdullah of Euphrates has come of age. Yes. He is one of the people that decided to convert while he was underage, so what could he do? He's not exceptionally good except at learning. And apparently he needs a wife, but he probably won't accept any of my suggestions. The sea storm catches us completely off guard as the lightning-riven sky starts pelting us with rain, and with a sudden thunderous flash, the mastheads burst forth with blue flame, engulfing the vessel in an ethereal light. This is a sign! My panicked fellow pilgrim, Captain Shuja, cries, clutching the rigging for dear life, barely audible above the thrashing sails. We must turn back before it's too late. The Lord guide us, praise be! And we are guided safely onwards. See? You got to have faith. There we are. Making good progress. Some raiders are on the Red Sea as well. Pilgrimage washed up. Right before dusk falls, we hear the cries for help, and as I look over the railing out into the vast body of water, I notice a small boat with three human-like shapes. They appear to be drifting across the sea, aimlessly going where the waves take them. I try to make out who they might be, and from my limited knowledge they look to be shipwrecked. Somalis? Whatever could they be doing out here? Okay, climb aboard. Have you heard about the grace of God? Yes, have you heard about the grace of God? And a convert. Right. We have a dangerous faction. So we gain some piety. The trodden path. The procession has ground to a halt, stone throws away from Ayla. I look over to see my courtier Abdul dismounted and intently staring at something on the ground. The other entourage members have gathered round him. Abdul looks up as I approach. My lord, there is an ant path here. I may be a tad superstitious, but you should never cross an ant path. He pauses. My great-grandfather did, and he never returned home. Fine, we'll find another path. Or this is nonsense, I'll take over as a guide. No, fine, we'll find another path. It's okay. Danger, sticks in the wheel. Ditch, I hear Karmavati shout in panic. Soon thereafter I hear a loud cracking sound, like that of wood breaking or of my patience finally snapping. I step out on the scrub to see the splintered remains of a wagon wheel. My wagon wheel. I'm sorry, my liege, it was my turn as lookout and I fell asleep at the reins. By the blood, we're going to be late. Or shuffle the supplies around. I'll ride rough from now on. Yeah, we can do that. So yeah. Leaves infancy. He's at my court. Why can't I? He has a guardian. Ah, okay, fine. Oversleeping. Yesterday our travels in Arandal were rather grueling. And I was so exhausted that I overslept. The restaurateurs didn't want to wake me up, saying they worried that I would not be in the right state of mind if they didn't give me enough time to rest. I'll be careful not to oversleep again. And Princess Susan also leaves infancy. She has a learning education. So... oh, I'm still educated. Okay. A smitten heathen. In the markets of Negev, a familiar woman makes an appearance. Like a puppy, she has followed us for days. With pleading eyes, she exclaims, "My lord, your courtier Hamid, will he ever love me? For he is Nestorian and I am of the Ashari faith, but is there a chance?" He seems infatuated, but Hamid looks less certain. "Would God approve of this union?" "Accept God and he will be yours." "Oh, my dear, you should talk to him, not me. Oh, we don't have time for this. Accept God and he will be yours." Weird whispers. I've noticed that Hamid avoids me more than usual. He always sits at the opposite end of the table when we're invited to a feast, and consistently refuses my company while camping. We may not have the best of relationship, but that attitude is starting to tire me, especially when I overhear him defaming me. Zeyd is a vile swain. I'd be a way better Malik than... I picked you up from the sea. I saved your sorry ass. And this is how you repay me? You want to know how it is? I'll show you. You're gonna end your days in a dungeon. Or get out of my sight now. Is that the window here? No. Imprisonment is a bit rough. Okay, I'll show you. And he became wounded. Traveling thinkers. One thing I noticed as we passed through Hebron is that every other Mashriki traveler claims to be a philosopher. At first I'm skeptical of this, but after being roundly outwitted in my third conversation in a row, I start to think perhaps there is something to their claims. The latest philosopher, Khalid, is practically laughing at my latest attempts at logical argument. I should learn more about how their culture works. Or what can I personally learn? Should I learn more about their culture or personally learn something? I don't really care much for this, but monthly learning lifestyle experience, that is pretty good. But faith creation and reformation cost minus 10% is also good, because we are considering reforming our faith. I think this is better. Monthly lifestyle experience. Yeah. I should learn more about how their culture works. Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem! No other city in the world has a history quite like Jerusalem. In addition to the many other holy sites there, the city contains the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, built over the combined places where Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. Standing outside of the Temple Mount with my hand on the western wall, I find myself reflecting on everything that happened on my journey to this city of legend. I have walked the holy path and I gained a trade pilgrim. And I lose some stress. And I saw that my son Galit was spending time in prayer. That is just right. I have some plans for him. The markets of Jerusalem are bustling with merchants shouting in languages that I've never heard and selling spices I've never tasted. The guide of the pilgrim, learn the safest routes, discover the marvels of Jerusalem. One of them yells, waving a small book in my direction. Let me take a look, and if you take this turn, God shall guide me. I mean, we are the faith of the book, right? So Okay, organize a religious procession. Okay, what is this? An inspired person can be sponsored. Yeah, we have a dangerous faction. What is going on there? Yemeni Ash'ari populists. Ooh. Oh, look at that. All of them. All of them. Yeah, in 12 months. Hopefully I'll be back then and the others don't become a problem. Independence faction. Who's wanting to go independent? Tbilisi? Really? Why did I take you on board? Because you would make a good diplomat in case I needed another one. And Prince Ashot? Yeah, I shouldn't have left you in that spot. The same for you. It was a mistake, right? Well, you can try, but it's not gonna help you. Okay, we are engaged in the pilgrimage. See, I'm praying. I'm so pious. As we listen to the morning prayers, Zainuddin and I have a lively discussion that quickly diverts into theological matters. It would be foolish to say that having been made flesh means that Christ inexplicably and incomprehensibly became man from the Word, having united together hypostatically. But as Nestorius himself said, Zainuddin refutes Christ, a man could also be made divine, son by grace and not by nature. Okay, so this is a theological dispute, and even though we are of the Church of the East, we are not fully committed to the theology of Nestorius, even though we recognize him as the first, right? But yeah, the pilgrimage becomes more pious. Zealous proselytizer. Well said, friend. Let's go for a walk now. So, no, I wouldn't say I will not listen to this blasphemous nonsense. I would engage, because I'm zealous and I want to convince him of my point of view, my theological point of view. And you know how the Council of Ephesus went down for him, right? So there we go. And he maintains his position. Well, that's too bad. I tried. A pilgrim puts down a votive doll before the altar, bowing her head. What? That doesn't sound very Christian. I see Zainuddin blessing her and muttering something in her ear. Holy, I managed to hear. Bishop makes a gesture. Do you also bring something to have blessed, dear Malik? Please make my Socotra house banner more pious. That's pretty good. Let everyone see the fame of my house banner. So this is durability increase and gain plus 2% multipliety. That's prestige. Piety, yeah. As our time at this sacred site draws to an end, I am ecstatic that this pilgrimage has been one of, if not the most devoted pilgrimage through all time. The Lord is smiling at me. This being my first pilgrimage, and while no pilgrimage is exactly alike, I feel confident that I am more familiar with what to expect from this type of spiritual journey in the future. Jerusalem, it has been an honor, and I start my journey back home. So, we gain pilgrim trade, and because our faith has mendicant preachers, we gain poverty's journey. Holy Order higher cost is minus 33%. Well, minus 33% of 0 is still 0, but alright. Maybe there will be other Holy Orders. What is this? Low control, I know. I can pardon my spy master. She has committed crimes? Prabhavati? I mean, yes, I know you're lustful, but... So, you were almost at the age you couldn't get pregnant anymore, and... you slipped. Or you desperately wanted the child in old age. Either way, I'll grant you a pardon, because you have been very loyal to me. Maybe not to the Lord, at least to me. Alright, let's go back home. And if you're wondering why my landscape looks different, it's because I have a mod for that. Derelict ship. The sea's calm and forgiving today, still as a boulder and a powerful wind at our back to boot. It seems it'll be an easy day for the rowers below, and then I spot the mangled corpse of a ship buried nose first into some jagged rocks just ahead. There doesn't appear to be any survivors. And the rocks would be no trivial thing to navigate, yet I feel compelled to go and investigate this mysterious wreck. Should we investigate, or there's nothing but death that way? Let's investigate, I'm curious. I find nothing and spend 75 prestige on that. Okay, well, it happens. The return. So here is we're returning from our pilgrimage. My journey has been a long one, but I have finally come home again. While much remains the same, something has changed in how the priests and bishops treat me. I have undergone the journey of a holy man, and they insist it has changed something about me, whether I can see it myself or not. So now I'm a Haji, right? So it's Malik Zeyd. Nice, it's good to be home. And I can assign a guardian. Let's do that for Yasmin, my granddaughter, by my first daughter, my eldest, who's my court tutor, because she's so smart. Okay, you want a martial education? That's nothing for a lady. Intrigue, maybe. I will educate you. Or no, I'm not really good at intrigue, right? Who do we have that's good at intrigue? My spy master is slightly better, but she has other traits that might not be as good for. Yeah, I'll do it myself. And then I'll change this to intrigue. And make you study language. Yeah, the Arabic language. Not sure how different it is from South Arabic. There must be some regional differences. That would be good to be aware of. And a sip of coffee. There we go. So we have Grand Tours available. Yes. Reinforce relations with Silk Road communities. The Silk Road is home to many different ethnic communities. It would be wise to reach out to the leaders and elites of such communities in my territory so that we may mutually assist each other. The effect of this would be that I receive a character modifier for 10 years. Community you choose might support you in the long term. And the lands along the so-called Silk Roads have been home to a blend many ethnicities, religions, and cultures then and now. In various urban centers, diverse communities of different origins often played major roles in local affairs despite their foreign origin. For example, the Chinese-dominated city of Dunhuang had a significant Sogdian minority, some who rose to high rank, and it was also home to many other ethnicities like Tibetans, Jews, and Tocharians. Okay. Yeah, I will do so. So, what community do I want to network with? With the East Asians, who are just erudites, respected by many. With the steppe people, who are ferocious, brave steppe warriors. With the Middle Eastern people, who are like my people. Iranian, Arab, and Jewish merchant travellers have been renowned for their acumen and worldliness for centuries. And that gives us extra stewardship and prestige. Himalayans, intrigue, and Indians, that will give us learning, and East Asian diplomacy. Well, if we want to network with another community, maybe we should choose Malayan or Indian. Let's do Indian. Let's do some networking. The lands and seas of the so-called Silk Road have been a vibrant melting pot of different peoples for generations, perhaps even before the rise of the great empires of Han, Rome, or Persia. Thanks to these extensive networks, there are flourishing communities with origins from across Eurasia, even in my realm. Cooperating with them may be helpful if I am able to achieve my ambitions. In particular, I've decided to reinforce relations with the Indian communities in my realm. The Indian subcontinent is renowned for the many good things that come out of it, from inspiring faiths, followed by many to intricate and skillful art styles, to wealthy networks of traders, and much more. These people contribute greatly to our realm, after all. And for as long as we have this character modifier, we will periodically receive various gifts from the local Indian community. Gifts of piety or character modifiers that improve lifestyle experience will likely be better and will more likely occur compared to other Silk Road communities. Okay, that is great. We have an inspired person. Gulna Suleimanid has a weave inspiration. So he wants to weave a geometric tapestry. Well, why not? Why not? She joins our court, we fund her, and she will make a beautiful tapestry for us. That sounds magnificent. Okay, then we have a commission artifact. We can't commission an artifact. Yeah, we're bleeding money here, right? 100 gold, okay. What do we want? We already have a weapon and a crown. Armor, maybe. You will not regret supporting me, my lord. My beneficiary account assures me he will create a masterpiece, but also that my input is valued. Please tell me, what type of armor do you desire? I want flexible chainmail, dependable scale mail, make laminar armor. I trust your judgment. I think flexible chainmail sounds about right. Okay. How dangerous is this faction? In 5 months, they will send me an ultimatum. And they're still gathering strength. 54 members. Unbelievable. So the Yemeni Ashari Opialists. Yeah, and they probably have support from all over the place. See, Jerusalem even. Okay. That's sad, but unavoidable. Can I hold court? I can. No, I cannot until next year. Alright. Then let's wait for this this faction to fire their demands. And after that, yeah, maybe a grand tour would be in place. My daughter has come of age, and she has not been promised yet. Okay. My ward has come of age, and this time she left my care. Always a curious and knowledge-hungry child, she has shown affinity for scholarship from an early age. Her understanding of philosophical or theoretical works is impressive, and she often engages in debate with her former teachers. Even at such a young age, she can be heard quoting obscure passages to support new ideas and theories. So that is magnificent, but unfortunately, yeah, her base level of skill is very low. And she came on the pilgrimage with me, apparently. So, no, she's not my daughter. Find a spouse for her? Well, there is still time, right? Are we in a hurry? I mean, what kind of spouse would we want? Matrilineally? Maybe some of our skills? Oh, look at that. A beautiful guy with really good skills. Maybe 35 maximum and inheritable traits. There's also an intelligent guy who is closer to her age. Let's do that. And then ask him to convert, of course, which he will do. Because I was just given a beautiful wife. Okay. And my spy master gave birth to a boy. Okay. Ah. She had relations with my knight. Let's see. Name to remember. My beneficiary, Akab, approaches me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? He must read my irritation at such a personal question from my face, because he continues, I mean, is there anyone you wish to dedicate your commissioned artifact to? It's turning out well, but meaningful inscription would make it feel even more personal. Only the Lord guides me. You might be a Malik, but you are also a loathsome oaf. The unprovoked anger expressed by my beneficiary Akab comes as a complete surprise. He's been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this, that even he struggles. It's calming. Very strangely calming, but okay. Up late, time disappears in Gulna's weavery, drinking mead as we excitedly discuss the tapestry she is weaving for me. Am I imagining things, or is there an indescribable tension? The hour has grown late. My weaver puts down her thread, takes a deep quaff from a goblin, smiles at me knowingly as she... No, the scriptures is clear. Adultery is sin. This is the temptation of Satan. Yeah, no, I can't. Adultery is a sin. And I have a perk available. Alone in the kitchen, greetings, Lord. Parveen, one of the cooks, says, I have your ward Karima with me here. She promised to clean the pots in the cookery, you see. She draws in a sharp breath and clean every pot she did. Even scrubbed the cauldron without me even asking. That's a sweet girl you got there. This is indeed very selfless, but does this act suit Karima's stature? She is an Abbasid girl that they didn't want to pay for. They didn't want to pay ransom for, so I took her on and said she would be my ward, but deceitful. That's not good. Compassionate it would be, yeah. Lazy or gluttonous. Nah, compassionate. That's good. And Zainuddin, my archbishop, has finished his task to convert faith in Baghdad. That's culture. This is faith, yes. That is great. Okay, you should also convert faith in Jerusalem. No, I can't get there through that. I need to go here. Convert faith in Jerusalem. Yes, holy site. Nestorianism is spreading, slowly but surely. It will take a while, but we'll get there. Yeah, so I kept all the holy sites, Jerusalem, Antioch, and Baghdad that we have so far, into like my personal possession. And while I was giving away the land around them, so we can keep an eye on those. Fellow connoisseur, my vassal Ali Babawai accosts me while met liege. I've heard tell of your patronage for Cap the Armorer. They say he's making mail worthy of a Malik. Please take this and give it to him. I wouldn't want to miss the chance to aid in the creation of a masterpiece. Poor Babawai must have more money than he knows what to do with. Oh, generous. Yes, and we need here, I think, cultural fascination. My wards can get additional skills, but yeah, that would be good though. I think we'll go for scientific first. That gives us, yeah, more cultural fascination progress. Speaking of which, we are currently fascinated with mods. It'll still take 18 years. It'll take a while to get out of the tribal age. We're not tribal anymore, but that's just what it's called. Lord Zeyd, my noble star. My spy master Prabhavati is kneeling in the dust before me, right hand above her heart. He desires to bring you honor and happiness. Pray tell me, how can I prove my love for you? You just committed adultery with, or whatever, fornicated with another guy. And now you say you love me? Well, I need to keep you on my good side. Bring me something unusual, an exotic orchid perhaps? And she refuses to give it to me. I mean, how much does she really love me, huh? I bump into a very grave-looking Gulnaz, my weaver, hoping that she doesn't bring me ill news of the splendid tapestry she would soon have ready for me. Oh, there you are, my liege. I have hit a wall in my work. Nothing major. My ideas have gone to ground as the pressure mounts. She laughs nervously. I just need some inspiration. Mighty Malik, might you have some prior examples I could examine? The Great Hall, or go for a ride, or real inspiration comes from within. To the Great Hall. As I give Gulnaz a quick tour of its curious, it occurs to me that my grand hall is not quite as grand as it could be. The weaver pauses as though awestruck, examining my Socotra dynasty banner. Ah, very fine, my liege. Could I use its fabric? The Socotra dynasty banner? And that destroys it? No way. You're just having a look. Okay, I have studied the South Arabian language for many moons. I personally penned this missive using the South Arabian script, a letter of friendship from a speaker of West Iranian. I wish for our future diplomatic dealings to benefit us both greatly. Wali Sadiq of Qom. Okay, he is not in my realm. He is a neighbor. Yeah, and he's a bit ugly. Okay. Yaqub the Hawk. The Safarid Grand Emirate. Oh my, they have expanded. Okay. I hope they don't pick up Fars, because I want to do that. But I need to cool down the wars a little. He learned South Arabian. Impressive. Send my regards. Celebration of ages. The time has come for the holiday inextricably connected to the well-being of our realm. My birthday. I was born 43 years ago and been through a lot over this time, so perhaps we can make today extra special. My servants eagerly await my command. I want every household in Tamarida toasting for my health. Yes. To the worthless Malik Zeyd, we will not stand for your vile oppression of good Bedouin Asharis any longer. So it's right. So it's my birthday, and you declare war on me, right? Rebellion. It's like you're doing it on purpose. With Allah guiding us, we will rise up and free ourselves from your infidel rule. Not exactly an infidel, I'm Christian, remember? We're all faiths of the book, or how do you say that? I have no need of such quarrelsome subjects. No, that would mean giving away most of my lands. No, you want freedom? You shall have it in death. And they declare war on me. Oh. Okay, rally the troops. So, this war is against this guy. This guy is where? Baghdad? Here. Okay. I guess we can move our, not this one, military here. Move our rally point to Baghdad. Right? And then raise our troops here. Raise our armies. And the Holy Order. Because we have a lot of enemies. They're spread all over, so it depends. And I have a dynasty legacy to unlock. Okay. What do we want? Maritime trade. Yeah, this is no longer relevant. The Silk Road. Activities. I don't think it's warfare, law, gal, blood, erudition, glory, or kin. Oh, I really need to think about this. Okay. And my mind is right now on this rebellion. Okay, so that is him. This is me. And I have no men-at-arms. Oh, we're not done yet. Inspiration, considered opinion. My armorer Cab updates me on his progress, droning on about the limits of hammer and bellows as my mind reels with bold ideas for my mail. Forging may not be my personal forte, but that doesn't mean I can't have a say in how my money is spent. So I can say I have a few suggestions. My background gives me some unique insights. Or let me take a look at your sketches. Or no, he knows what he's doing. I have a few suggestions. Yeah. Okay. Why are you not here with me? Okay, go here. And these are just local armies, right, that come to my aid. Armory break-in. By the blood, those accursed children, my son Galib and his compatriot Fargia, got red-handed having snuck into the armory. He is 13. Don't they know their weapons are dangerous? One of my servants caught them in the act. Fargia was crying and bleeding on the floor while Galib simply played on with his stolen axe. Apparently Galib didn't want to stop having fun just because Fargia messed up. What will become of that boy? Understandable. Who cares about her anyway? That's my niece. You should have admitted your wrongdoing, you brat. Why didn't you help her immediately? No, you should have admitted your wrongdoing. That means I'm getting a lot of stress. 63, yeah. Okay. The battle is over, but that doesn't mean we got The leader. Where is he now? Ah, now you're there. Okay. This is 2,000. That's a lot of men. Okay, you guys go here. And these people... go here. Okay, we'll take it from there. Envious artisan. Goodness, my Venus is glaring over a repast at the cow container for me. Patronage. Okay. And though usually safely squirreled away, pondering over a loom, Goodness quickly spoils the mood when it comes time to dine. Tonight she finally snaps. Why does a cop receive more francs than me? He's making mail, so what? Yeah, that's more expensive. Your work is valuable to me. I will match your funding happy, or come, what is the matter, or stop this foolishness. Your work is valuable to me. Lots of interest. My ward Asa has been harboring a secret affection for Abdul Latif for some time. However, when she finally confessed her feelings, Abdul Latif responded harshly. The rejection seems to have made Asa wary of any kind of attraction whatsoever. Okay. But she's already betrothed to Sheikh Polycarpus. One should not dabble in matters of lust. Rasa should not let anyone treat her like that, or she should not give up that easily. Can I quickly execute someone? Like this guy. Yeah. Okay. And Ramadan? No. You. A king of the empty pockets. Now I should not have so much stress anymore. Yeah. Which means I can handle this. She should not give up that easily. Yeah, stubborn is a better trait, I believe. Battle of Ahadid is over. Yes, that's fine. We captured another enemy. Okay, so this will take forever probably to hunt down where that guy is. He is still here. Okay, where are my armies? No, this one. This one. Yes, where are you? Ah, there. He inherits the Emirate of Palmyra and 3 other titles from Emir Bahir of Palmyra. Okay. And my mother died. Title history. So, yeah, he died in battle during the siege. Very sad. And he didn't have a child yet. She's Syriac, but... okay. Inspiration, a friendly word. My friend Yakta stops me in the hall with a beaming smile. Ah, there you are, Zeyd. I've just spoken to Gun as I heard she's weaving geometric tapestry for you. I couldn't resist a visit to her weavery. I talked to her about how to meet your expectations. I think you will like the results. Oh, thanks, Yakta. And here it is. In here, my lord, my beneficiary Gulnaz gestures to the door of her reverie, where she has been toiling for months on my commission. Stepping through the doorway, I gasp as I gaze upon the work hanging in front of me. A large satin tapestry is of very fine craftsmanship. The cloth is woven to show an intricate design in which elegant calligraphic letters blend seamlessly with geometric shapes. An excellent tapestry of masterwork quality. Wow. This is lovely. Yeah, wait a moment there with your wars. I have one new artifact. Here. I have a lot of new artifacts. Man-eating fox hide. Okay, great gazelle hide. What is this? The durability. And oh, famed mighty antelope hide. Okay, because I want to put up my excellent tapestry. Yeah, and there it is. This is just, yeah, this can be removed, and instead of that we can put there the renowned hyena hide. Yeah. And this one and we reforge, repair. It's expensive. And this is fame, so prestige plus 0.4, and this one, yeah, no, this is definitely here. Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll think about that later. Okay, and we are at 1 hour, and this rebellion is far from over, so I think this is a good point to call it a day and continue this fight tomorrow. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.